Jarvis Green, two-time Super Bowl champion, New England Patriots. I am so very happy to have the opportunity to be here to talk about women and violence today.
I'm very happy to be here. It's an honor.
Well, I'm here on behalf of 1 Million Rising and B-Day to talk with you a little bit about your activism and why it is that you think it's important for men to be involved in the 1 Billion Rising movement. And why do you think that's important to you?
Yes, it's important to me because the way I grew up with 4 siblings, and just it was a tough life the way we grew up, and really my dad was very abusive to my mom, and it's for me to live now with 3 kids of my own, and obviously when I grew up I would never be like that. Better myself, better, my wife, my kids, to show them how a man's supposed to treat a female. And really it just was tough just watching that. And a lot of times people say, hey, you're gonna be just like that because you watch it, you grew up with it, that's your norm. But I say no, I'm totally opposite. I'm a different man. I have a better spirit. I treat my wife different. I treat my girls different. I want to make sure that the next man that come in their life treat them the way they're supposed to be treated. So that's why I'm here supporting the V-Day.
It is really interesting for you to be a champion on the battlefield of sports, and to also be such a lover of your wife, your children, and women. And I want you to talk a little bit about that whole, sports kind of violence thing, and how do you see those two things kind of coinciding in you, but also what you might say to some of the other men who find themselves not so easy making the choice to be a fighter when they have to be, and also understanding the difference.
Well, we know there's 2 sides to the fence. Football, playing sports, is what we do. It doesn't make who you are as a person. It's a violent game, physical, rough. I mean, it's like when an animal has fear and flight, and he gets aggressive, he gets rough, he breaks things, he damages things. And that's football, and that's how most of those sports are. But at the end of the day, we have a heart, we have a soul, we're human beings. And just growing up and the way things are supposed to be done. You go back to the Bible on how things are supposed to be done, and you live your life like that. And you can turn it on, you can turn it off. So if a lot of the men out there, they try to take that aggression on their partners, and we are strong, powerful men, full of muscle and strength, and you have a beautiful female, something that God created to be at peace with us as one. So for me, it's never been a problem. So those guys out there, they have to change. It's time for a rough time for football to be with you guys, and it's time to be one with your partner.
So 1 Billion Rising, 1 of 3 women on the planet will be raped or beaten in their lifetime, and that's where we get the 1 billion from. And this February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Yes, perfect.
Day of Love.
Yes.
We're asking humans, men and women, to rise and stand for a world where women can be in peace and safe. What would you say to men to encourage them to not view this as like a woman thing, and to understand that it's something that's about the human family?
One thing I'm going to say is that all of us men, we all have mothers. For those who don't have, sisters as siblings, but still one day they're going to be a mother. You have your grandmothers, you have aunties, and you cherish them, with the most. They're precious. What man would want another man to hurt his mom? Why? Why would he allow that? So you have, you dealing with somebody else's daughter. You're dealing with somebody else's mom. You have, go to stepkids and things like that. So just remember that you have a mom, and why you would want to abuse your partner, or why you want to see your daughters abuse their mother. To me, that's the biggest thing, and that's if they understand that, everything else, it goes downhill.
Okay. Well, on behalf of women around the world, we want to thank you for being brave and to being a model, and also being a pipe piper and inviting other men to understand what you said so eloquently. And so we invite all of them to rise, February 14th, 1 billion rising.